It has been said that a hair designer's success is 80% communication and 20% technical skills. Design composition is the link between these two skills. Let's start with design elements, which consist of form, texture, and color. Every artist works with these elements, and the hair designer is no exception. Before we examine each of these elements, let's review some terms you should know. A line consists of a series of points that are connected with each other in a variety of directions. Lines establish direction that lead the eye through a hairstyle and create a visual illusion. Horizontal lines are parallel to the horizon. They add width, open a narrow face, and add weight or bulk when cut into a shape. Vertical lines are at right angles to the horizon. They add the illusion of length and make a wide face look narrower. When used in hair cutting, they remove bulk. Diagonal lines lead the eye to a focal area and allow movement when used in hair cutting. Diagonal forward lines move toward the face, and diagonal back lines move away from the face. Curved lines create a softer image than straight lines. They soften angular faces and allow blending when used in hair cutting. They also create the illusion of movement. Angles are formed at the point where two lines meet. A shape is a two-dimensional figure consisting of points, lines, and angles. Now let's go back to the first element, which is form. Form describes the outline or silhouette of an object. Texture is also a design element. Texture defines the surface appearance of the hair and creates character in a hairstyle. Introducing texture can add fullness to a design. Now let's look at the design element of color. Warm colors are cheerful and exuberant and attract the eye. Cool colors can be cold, distant, and quiet. Light colors soften the face, seem to come forward and add brightness. Dark colors add depth and seem to recede. Form, texture, color. The patterns that bring these design elements into a relationship with each other are called design principles. We've picked the design element of color to demonstrate the design principles, which are arrangement patterns cosmetologists use to plan and communicate about their styles. The first principle is repetition. Here, a pattern is created using an identical color element. The next principle is alternation. With this design principle, a pattern is created in which an element changes from one to another repeatedly. With the third principle, progression, the element of color changes gradually on an ascending or descending scale. And the last design principle, contrast, uses the element of color in a relationship of opposites to create interest, variety, and excitement. Balance is the state of equilibrium that exists between contrasting, opposite, or interacting elements. It can be symmetrical or asymmetrical. Symmetrical balance positions weight equally on both sides of a center axis to create a mirror image. This usually results in a horizontal line. Asymmetrical balance positions weight unequally from a center axis while still maintaining visual balance. Asymmetry forms a diagonal line. The following three factors will lead the way to client satisfaction. Identifying the proper design for a client using face and body proportions, communicating those decisions early, and executing the style skillfully using design elements and principles.